We've packed the toothbrush, said goodbye to the kids, and we're off on a trip of a lifetime to Albania and Uzbekistan and lots of places that aren't in between.
This is episode 15, and I'll be talking about Tel Aviv and Jaffa in this vlog. I feel a bit like George Lucas and messing up with the timeline. Earlier episodes have included material from well after we landed in Israel, but this episode takes you back to when we first arrived in Israel almost 2.5 weeks ago. Truth is, we've been coming and going from the city over the last 2.5 weeks because it's like a hub for the rest of Israel. In the last 2.5 weeks, we've arrived and left 4 different times, and we've visited many of the sites in this vlog on numerous occasions. So I've tried to compile it all together in one coherent vlog. So, we arrive on Wizz Airlines. It's our first experience with Wizz, a budget airline. Everything runs according to plan with no great dramas.
We're in Israel. Double-decker train.
And, as is our custom, we head out for a walk and almost completely by chance come across a really good arts and crafts market that leads into the Great Carmel Market. We come back many times to eat and restock supplies, but most of all, just to enjoy the craziness of it all. Tel Aviv is a relatively new city. It has a population of around 500,000, but has about 2.5 million visitors every year, and is subsequently known as a party capital in the Middle East. In fact, we had a tour guide that told us Jerusalem is where Israel prays, and Tel Aviv is where Israel plays. One other fun fact I read on Wikipedia is that the city currently has the highest cost of living in the world. It's maybe not so much fun, but it's a fact. I can confirm our New Zealand dollar doesn't seem to go very far here. Anyway, it is what it is. A significant part of life for locals and visitors alike revolves around the beach. It has beautiful golden sand, and being nestled on the extreme eastern side of the Mediterranean, it has a constant sea breeze, which is incredibly welcome on a hot day.
She's a little bit windy. High-rise central.
There is a walkway that tracks the various beaches, stretching from the Tel Aviv port in the north down to the Jaffa port in the south. The story I heard from a tour guide was that 33 Jewish families left the old city in Jaffa in the early 1900s and started their own little community to the north of the old city. That city really took off as more and more Jewish families immigrated into the land, and now the little settlement has grown into a city larger than the old Jaffa city. From a population perspective, the new really has superseded the old.
This is something new. Men only on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Women only Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. What happens on Saturday?
tale of Ian and Helen. This is episode 15, and I realise I haven't done a proper introduction. My name is Ian, and I support the Liverpool football team and have a sister called Sharon. My wife, an amazing travelling companion, is called Helen. Together we are Ian and Helen from New Zealand. Helen has a cousin also called Helen. Helen lives in the UK. Helen is also married to a wonderful bloke called Ian. Ian also supports the Liverpool football team and has a sister called Sharon. It's a funny old world. Ian and Helen from the UK have joined us in Israel for a couple of days, and they will pop up in future vlogs when we hit the UK. So it's nice for the two Ian and Helens to hang out in Israel for a short period of time.
Hanging on.
Simon the Tanner lived here. That's a happy rubbish bin. What an amazing history this place has had. Jonah and the whale. I do wonder if this yellow paint is original. So good to know. Alright, it's official. The largest steel spoon in the world is right here. I shall unveil it now. Now it's a bit bent because of this fella here. Uri Geller. Otherwise known as the Spoon Vandal. The Zodiac Fountain from 2010, but marking the spot where remains were found from the 3rd millennium BC. This is a very, very ancient car park. Somebody threw away the G and the E. Good to see Napoleon wearing a face mask. So the Jaffa port is one of the oldest ports in the world, in almost continuous operation for the past 4,000 years. Interesting.
En el nombre del Padre, del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo. La gracia de nuestro Señor Jesucristo, el amor de Dios Padre y la comunión del Espíritu Santo.
Jaffa. This is quite possibly the world's most disappointing vending machine. Anyway, back to Tel Aviv. We love you and thank you for showing the love to a couple of Kiwis travelling the world. Please like and subscribe.